This small cap company's stock went up by 141% in a single day after a great announcement came out. So, what do you need to know? Keep watching for the next 10 minutes as we go through recent news as well as my chart analysis and price prediction. But before we do that, subscribe to our channel Stocks 101 for regular stock market updates. Hoth Therapeutics is a pharma company which has announced that they will issue and sell 2 million shares with warrants allowing purchase of 2.5 million shares at the price of $5, and this deal complied with Nasdaq rules. The cash flow from this transaction is estimated to be $10 million and it will close on 3rd January 2023. This money will be spent on developing new products and to fund its corporate expenses, and in our opinion, the future of Hoth looks promising and strong, and our rating would be bullish. With all that in mind, let's analyze the charts. So as you guys can see right over now in the 1-day chart per HOTH, and as always, we'll first analyze the 1-day chart, then the 1-hour chart, and on the top we'll get the 5-minute chart. Now right off the bat, we can see that we're down 26% on the pre-market to a price of $7.93. So why did this happen? Well, first up, we can see, for every penny stock that we analyze, for every small cap stock that we analyze, we first take a look at the volumes. We can see that we got an average volume of probably like a few thousand shares traded every single day. But over here, when we got this major spike, right, just a day before that, we got like 1.35 million shares traded. And of course, on the main day, which was 29th December, yesterday, we got 30 million shares traded, which even at a price of $4 per share, which of course it was not, it would still mean $120 million, but it actually meant around, even if we take a look at this starting price, it would mean somewhere around, let's see, I guess $300 million, probably somewhere around that, right? So we got $300 million in trading volume, which is a big deal. Now, of course, this small pullback that we're getting right now was pretty expected after getting such a high jump, right? We can see that we went from a price of $4.5 pretty much to a high of $12.61 almost, which is 180%. Wait, yeah, $12.5. So that would still make it, what is it? Like 180% pretty much, right? That's crazy. Now, of course, we did fall down by 26%, but that's not something to be worried about, in my opinion, right? If we look at the overall trend, we can see that we did get a huge bearish trend all the way from over here back in 2021. We can see that we did get volume spikes as well, like over here. We got how many? Let's see. We got like 10 million shares traded over here, 7 million shares over here, and every single time we get crazy gap down after that and then just fall down, get back into the normal valuation. So what is going to happen to the stock now? In my opinion, there are two things that can happen, right? First up, of course, we might resume this pattern that we made over here. And of course, after this gap up that we just received, we might continue to fall down. But this time things might be different. And why am I saying that? Well, it's simple, right? The volumes. We got 30 million shares traded, which is of course not a small deal. And even let's say if 10% of these people were to hold, that's still 3 million holders, right? That's a big deal. Now, even cut that into 50%, 5%, right? That's 15 million holders, a big deal. So that's well, not 15 million, but 1.5 million holders. I don't know why I said that. Now, coming to the point where I talk about the price prediction. In my opinion, we'll of course get a pullback, but how low will we go? Well, first up, we'll go probably around $5, I believe, because we already sold the warrants around $5, right? So that probably should help us maintain a price of about $5. And of course, you're not going to fall below that. So once we fall around $5, I think it will be in a great buying zone. And then you can easily, try buying that and, kind of trace it, kind of take it all the way until a 2x gain is there. But of course, if we look at the market cap as well, we're now at 8.23 on the pre-market. The market cap is $13.94 million, pretty much $14 million. It still has good room for growth. And in case, the thing with pharma companies is that whenever they find something new, right, whenever they get a new product that is successful and out there, right, it's all based, I won't say it's all based on luck, but as for investors, yes, it is kind of based on luck. And that is why I like personally, I personally like pharma companies and investing in them because you never know how high they can go, right? This company right here, if it gets like two or three good products that can solve some major problems in the world, it can definitely go from $14 million to $14 billion, right? That's the potential this industry has. And of course, whenever you talk about investing, you have to talk about the industry size as well, right? How big the industry is, how many people are willing to invest in it, how many companies are there, right? How many consumers it affects. So once you consider all of these things, you'll find out that pharma and um, retail, pharma, finance, automobile, all of these sectors, they affect pretty much every single person on the planet, right? One way or the other, they affect every single person on the planet. And that is why I am a big fan of these four sectors. And that is also why I will be tracing the stock very closely. And I'll probably buy it as soon as it falls below these current levels because that I know it will, right? But at the same time, no matter what, I will continue to be bullish on the stock. And with that, we'll have to jump on into the 1 hour chart so we can analyze this in a bit more detail. Now, as you guys can see right here, we're in the 1 hour chart. And first up, the 1 hour chart, just as this is, does not have enough data for, so to get the original data we'll have to get into extended trading hours, and over here we can see that this was the major gap up that we got, right? It all started on 28th December's pre-market. So if someone had purchased over here, let's just see real quick, they could have easily gotten like 300% returns, which again is a hypothetical scenario, but I'm sure that some people must have held it from there, and well, they made it big. That's great, congratulations and props to them. But at the same time, for the average investor, let's take a look over here. We were initially over here, we can see that we were making a reversal pattern, right? But it was a rather negative reversal pattern accompanied by a positive reversal pattern, which is, well, kind of confusing. And I honestly myself would not have purchased the stock at this point. But, the news just broke out in a way that it favored current holders so much. And of course, if we look at the current movements, we can see that yesterday we got a negative pin bar followed by a red candle indicating a sell-off. We got the sell-off, went in a gap down, all the way down to 6.39 pretty much. After that, on the pre-market, we can see that we've already climbed by about, let's see, pretty much 32, 33%, right? So now we might actually be in for another bullish trend today. But again, we'll have to take a look. We'll have to wait and see what pattern we build, right? This could go two ways. Now, first up, if we talk about support, because that will be an important factor in this, we do have a support around 9.50. So, and that of course was the first support from this level, right? Or well, we did get $10 and then 9.5. So I believe then $9 would be another level, right? Somewhere around $9. So we've pretty much crossed three levels and now we're kind of recovering. So if we get resisted over here, well, we will get into a bearish trend in my opinion, right? That is a possibility. I'd probably say that 70% chances are that the stock will go down today, and 30% chances, of course, that the stock might go up. So I personally am betting on the fact that the stock will likely go down today and get into a good accumulation zone, and then I might consider buying it myself. But of course, as you all know, I usually avoid buying any stock that I cover on this channel because that is just unethical. And with that, we'll jump on into the 5-minute chart to analyze it in a bit more detail. And now that we're in the 5-minute chart, we can see that we are building a bullish trend on the pre-market. So it might actually turn out pretty well. But the last candle that we got over here is a negative pin bar. So if we accompany this, or rather follow this up with a red candle, this could be bad news, right? At the same time, if we look over here, we did get two pin bars over here, rather three, which kind of confirms this bullish trend. And after that, of course, we did get another green bullish candle over here, a pin bar candle. And of course, if we were to analyze yesterday's performance, we can see that the volume was well spread out. At the same time, just like pretty much the entirety of the market, we did not get much volumes in the mid-market time, right? We got good volumes while when it started and before it was about to close. That's pretty normal, not anything to be surprised about. So if you ask me what's going to happen today, as I already told you, two possibilities: 70% it will go down, 30% it will go up. If it were to go down, what's going to happen? We'll likely hit a resistance around either 8.5 over here, or $9 or $8.8 might work as well. So after hitting one of these resistance levels, we likely build a bearish trend, get supported over here at 7.25, pretty much 7.2, 7.25. Right after that, we likely fall down further and probably end this day off around or rather below $7. Right, again, that is just my own prediction, and I could be wrong, right? But at the same time, if we were to go up, we'll have to break up the $9 resistance and then the $9.5 resistance in just the first few hours of the market, or rather just the first hour of the market, and that would require us to go up by about pretty much 18%, which is, well, possible, but again, the price action does suggest a possibility of a bullish trend. But these candlestick patterns that we're getting and possible support and resistance methods, to me, they just indicate that the stock will likely go down before going up again. But then again, as I already told you, I could be wrong. So remember that this most definitely is not financial advice, and you should always do your own research before you trade. If, however, you enjoyed my analysis, be sure to hit the like button. If you did not enjoy it, be sure to hit the dislike button. You can subscribe to our channel Stox 101 for more such videos. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.